didn't even know we were flagging me down, right? Until he hit the damn little whoop whoop. I turn around, right? Turn around. He said, "Put your hands up against the car, sir." He didn't tell me nothing.
So y'all tased my
and
son?
tased me, and I didn't even
talk to you in just a minute. Let me handle this part of it.
They tased me for no reason. Told me I was resisting.
Again, I don't know if he ran, I fucked up, I have no idea. But it's within our policy that if we're going to go detain someone and they're not being cordial and cooperative and they refuse, and it could lead to us getting injured, we are allowed to use tasers.
Right. They said something to him. I guess they assumed that he was the person that they're looking for.
Right.
He said whatever he said, and the guy tased him on site. He didn't resist. He didn't fight. He didn't do anything. I witnessed it. In fact, I videoed it.
Welcome back to Just Following Orders. Today we are in Greenville, South Carolina, where we have a mother who's on her way to see her son because he's been detained by the City of Greenville Police Department over being black and walking down the street. So apparently he was walking down the street. The police got a call that there was some type of domestic dispute in the area. So they decided to grab up the first black person they see. And it's going to be clear by the end of the video that it obviously wasn't this guy. There was a ton of witnesses in the area who know this guy, and, you know, he walks every day and he's always with his partner and they have a perfectly fine relationship. So there's no domestic going on between them. But I haven't even watched this whole video, so we'll hear what the police's excuses were, because apparently they tased him and everything. So let's check it out. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
I just want you guys to know that my son was walking to the store, and the police just racial profiled him, pulled him over. They done tased him and put him in handcuffs and got him in the car. So I'm finna go up here now to see what he did and ask them why they did him like that, and see if they can provide me with any kind of answers. Please help me to understand why you got my son in handcuffs. Why did y'all do my son like this?
Let me tell you the truth, all right? The man came behind me. I didn't even know we were flagging me down, right? Until he hit the damn little whoop whoop. I turn around, right? Turn around. He said, "Put your hands up against the car, sir." He didn't tell me nothing. Hey, no. Let me finish, please.
Okay, calm down.
We're going to remove the probe from your arm, so it's not just hanging out, okay?
Thank you, please.
So y'all tased my
and
son?
tased me, and I didn't
talk to you in just
And they still have the probes in his arm. Why are they just now taking them out? He's clearly probably been detained for at least a few minutes now. Like, his mom's been on the way there, so they've had time to take out the probes. They just left them in there like a tagged animal.
a minute. Let me handle this part of it.
They tased me for no reason. Told me I was resisting.
Don't worry about it.
I'm talking about, man.
Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it, baby. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's gonna get taken care of, I bet you that.
I just want all this shit out of it.
I got you. What's your name? You have your name?
Demetrius, tell him your name.
No, that's fine. He's an adult. That's okay. We'll fingerprint it.
Yeah, cause why why didn't he pull him over?
What's your name?
Almeida Mosley. Yeah.
I'm the third guy to get here. I don't know what's going on with all this. I just heard on my way into work somebody needs some help out here, so I got here. Has he ever been in trouble before?
No.
Okay.
He don't get in trouble.
That's good.
At all.
Now I understand emotions are real high, and I understand that he's been having some...
Hey, Mom, that's what I saw.
Can you talk to him and ask him just to give him a claim? Because that is another charge. He ain't no reason for him to get another charge.
Demetrius.
You can as soon as we get these out of him. My primary goal right now is to get the probes out of him,
Why
so
did
they're
they
not
tase
damaging
him?
him. I just got here, but my primary goal right now is to get the probes.
Which officer tased him?
I don't know. Hey, I'll explain a little bit what's going on.
So the officer's worried about the probes damaging him. Well, you damaged him in the first place by tasing him when he wasn't doing anything wrong.
Who are you?
Are you saying
I work here.
Okay.
Who are you to him?
That's my son.
Okay. So there was only one officer here. The officer obviously who tased him, so we don't know the exact series of events. Essentially, in the general sense, we have a call out here for domestic dispute. So we have someone walking away, and from what it sounds like, when a police officer is trying to get the attention of someone walking away from the scene. And again, I don't know if he ran, I fucked up, I have no idea. But it's within our policy that if we're going to go detain someone and they're not being cordial and cooperative.
But you don't even know. He just admitted that he doesn't know what happened. So he's cop-splaining without even having any context for what he's cop-splaining about.
And they refuse, and it could lead to us getting injured. We are allowed to use taser. And so it sounds like that's what happened. And so that's what.
No, that's just what you want to happen, because that's the justification you need to taser a man for just walking down the street, minding his own business.
So if you want to hang out and wait, hold on.
Oh, I'm gonna hang out.
If you want to hang out and wait for Sergeant Hall. If you want to hang out and wait for
You
Sergeant
saw
Hall.
it.
It's incorrect.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Sergeant
looking
Hall's
at you.
finishing
I'm
up.
telling this. It's incorrect.
Okay.
Then
Very
she can
incorrect.
Yeah,
explain what's going
because-
on further.
Very
He
incorrect.
over here
Like I
with
said, we
his
weren't-
baby mom.
Like I said, we weren't
He
here,
was
so
walking
that's-
to
I'm
the
just giving you
store.
the general information, okay?
Very incorrect.
They didn't have no reason to touch him.
Like I
period.
said, we weren't out here, so.
Yeah. So why are you giving any kind of explanation whatsoever if you weren't out there? How are you making any type of determination whatsoever?
You can speak to Sergeant Hall when she's done, but that's generally what it is.
Ma'am, they're gonna pile up. It was very incorrect what happened. I was standing at the door. He used to work here.
Right.
I work here.
Right.
He was walking across the parking lot. They said something to him. I guess they assumed that he was the person that they're looking for.
Right.
He said whatever he said, and the guy tased him on site. He didn't resist. He didn't fight. He didn't do anything. I witnessed it. I videoed it. So the fact
Thank
that
you.
yes.
Thank
so
you.
the fact that they
Thank
saying
you.
what they're saying, I'm standing my ground.
Right.
You don't have to argue with them. You
Okay.
have your public defender right to ask for their supervisor.
Okay.
To be
I've
on site.
actually got somebody
Yes.
calling me back right now.
Yes.
But I'm the right one.
Yes.
I'm the right one. I got the money to take care of this.
Yes.
I promise
did
you.
nothing-
I promise you.
He did nothing
I'm the
wrong.
right
He
one.
did nothing
They
wrong.
messed with the right one this
Did
time.
nothing wrong. Don't do
I'm not
nothing.
gonna let it go. I'm not gonna let it go either.
Let them do what they need to do at
I'ma
the
let
moment because they want to try to get you for something that you have not done. Yes. So I was standing at the door. A whole lot of witnesses were standing at the door. And I don't know.
And how many times did they tase him?
Too many.
Which officer tased him? Which car? This one right here? You know which officer drive this car?
He tased him.
PD 269. You did it,
No, ma'am.
sir.
Here, just let
You
them.
tased my son.
Dispose it. Seriously, I understand what you're. I understand.
No, you
I'm
don't.
very
I
upset.
understand that.
And
No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop lying.
it's a fact. It's bad that black people can't just walk to the store, and they kill boys like him that don't get in no fucking trouble. I'm not going for this. I'm not going for this.
I understand. What I just want to talk to you about is I know you were on the phone with some because I heard it on
Yeah,
the radio.
one of the sergeants supposed to be calling me back.
Sergeant Proud here. She's gonna come talk to you as soon as they get him
Okay.
checked out. Make sure he's good to go with the probes and everything. On top of that, once you're done talking to her, if you could talk to him, and just ask him, give his name. Because I mean, you said he ain't gotten in trouble before. I want
No,
I
he
want
ain't
to keep
never
him out
been
as
in
much trouble as
trouble.
possible.
Yeah, just let's let it de-escalate for a little bit and let them calm down because at the end of the day, you have enough witnesses out here
Okay.
to understand that he didn't do nothing but walk across
And
the
the
parking lot.
first thing I'm gonna do, first thing in the morning, is call my attorney.
That's your best bet right
That's
there.
the first thing I'm gonna do.
Yeah. So just let
And
him
make it so bad,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna call my cousin. I'm gonna call my uncle in Atlanta because everybody that's here in South Carolina work for this state.
Yeah. So let it.
I'm not even gonna
de-escalate.
get an attorney from here.
Yeah. Just let it de-escalate. Let them. They about to release him. Or they gonna take him.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Just let them de-escalate the situation and let him calm down because you literally have enough witnesses out here to witness that he literally just walked across the parking lot as he do every day. As
Going
he do
to
every
the
day.
store.
As he do every day.
When he's not
Him
at
and his
work.
girlfriend were not arguing. They had not been in an argument. She comes up here every single day to get food from the restaurant. He comes up here. He used to work at the restaurant. He's very kind. He's very polite. He's done nothing.
Real kind.
Yeah.
And the only reason he here today because they wasn't working on my house today.
And the whole thing is like, if they were getting a call for a domestic, then shouldn't they have a description of the person? I mean, this guy was wearing very distinct clothing, so I mean, it doesn't even make sense for them to detain the wrong person. Like, what kind of description did you have of the person who apparently got into this dispute?
He go to work every day. He's helping me build me a new house.
So I don't really understand what the malfunction is today. I don't know. So it's crazy. It's sad that we still here, unfortunately, but it's okay. I'm here to keep you calm right now because there's no reason to all of us be out here in the uproar for no reason. You feel me? Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, and my goal was to keep him calm so he won't get any further things attached to whatever reason they had to stop him.
Right.
Because they would try to trump the charges down. But
And then the thing about it, what he need to do is go back to the call, whoever called him, so that they can verify that it wasn't my son. I'm gonna get that information myself.
yeah, I mean,
All you need is the description.
any of us could have
And
fit
he really
whatever
don't even
description.
have to give them his name. He ain't did nothing. He have the right to not give them his name.
Did they read him his rights right now?
Most likely not.
And see, I don't want them to say that you interfere in an investigation, a current investigation, because they're going to try to find any reason that they can to let you interfere in the current investigation.
Right.
So, yeah.
Like, look at his clothes. Like, look how distinct that is, what he's wearing. Like,
And if he just walking, he ain't gonna think they talking to him. No way, because he know he ain't did
Yeah,
nothing.
he does his walk every day. My office is literally right there. So I can see everything that comes. And I just happen to be standing in the door, looking for an Amazon package, which is so delayed. And trying to figure out why they just tase him like that. He was just walking. You can get all their badges. You can get all their badge numbers.
Yes. Okay.
He decided to tell us his name, so he said he wanted to talk to you, so
So what's up?
I don't know. They talking about I got to go to jail.
Why?
Because I interfered with an investigation, apparently. That's what he said.
that's bullshit, dude. That's just, man, they just need to capture somebody. They need to bring somebody back. They didn't find the person who actually committed the crime, so now they need to punish somebody else who wasn't even a part of the situation just because they didn't want to give up their name or they didn't want to stop when they didn't have to because they hadn't committed a crime.
you're an
Are
adult.
you the
Do you want
one
me
that
to talk
told
to your
you?
mom about
Oh,
it?
I'm talking to you. I'm
No, that's fine. No, I know you are. I'm not saying that.
So
I'm
you
just saying
want
we
to
can't
answer,
disclose
you want him
information
to
to her
answer
because
your
you're an
questions, but you can't answer a question that I'm asking you.
They
Are
basically
you the one
just
that
said,
tased him?
yes, he is. He's the one that tased him.
Okay. He said he didn't hear you when you told him to stop. He
Until
have
he
no
popped his
reason.
horn. That's
he
it.
have no reason to just assume that you
No,
was
it's
talking
not
to
no
him
respect. Y'all
because
don't
he
care
don't
about
do
respect.
anything.
You don't care about
So we're
respect.
not gonna like go through all of the legal.
They don't care about
You guys
nothing
will
legal.
definitely have a day
They
in court
are
where
fucking
you can
assholes.
come in and you can talk to the judge about
Okay.
all this.
But let
Do
me
you,
ask
do you want
this,
to talk to
though.
him or do you want to argue the case? Because if you want to
No.
talk to your son, that's cool. We want
I
you to
want
do
to
that.
know
Why I
why
got
he's been
I just asked him
not
permission.
only
Listen,
tased, but why are
listen
you
to me.
arresting
Listen to me.
him?
I just asked him permission to explain to you what's going on because he's an adult. We can't discuss a legal matter with an adult. That's up to him. And he said he's talking to you. So we can't answer your questions. We can answer his, but it's time for us to go.
Okay,
So
why am I being
so if y'all
detained?
wanna
Why am I
talk-
being detained in front of my
Please,
mama?
please.
You just explained
Answer
it.
that
You're
question.
under
Because
arrest.
for
Why?
Under
what?
arrest for interfering.
For interfering.
Interfering
How
with
so?
what?
Okay, that's
How
not what we're here
so?
to talk about.
How did I?
Interfering.
Yeah, how is he interfering? Like, you go look for the person that you're actually supposed to be looking for. It wasn't him, and you know it wasn't him because that he couldn't have fit the description.
With what?
How did I interfere, sir?
Okay, time's up. Let's go.
Yes.
Y'all are full of
Time's
shit.
up. Let's go.
You Satan
Okay.
worshiping ass.
Wait a minute. I get you
back
out.
up.
I get you out. I get you out. Don't worry about it. But I want to know why.
Be right back. You gotta stay there.
I don't have no weapons.
I'm not worried about
I'm not
weapons.
interfering. I'm asking a simple question because y'all are arresting an innocent man that was walking to the store.
Okay.
I have questions about that. I want to know about that. Then they tased
He's an
him.
adult, so therefore you are not privy to that information. You're not part of the investigation. Therefore, we are not required to inform you of that information.
Okay,
The
but I
sergeant-
would like
hold
to
on.
know his arresting officer name and badge number.
Okay.
You telling me
That's
I
all
don't
well
have
and
that
good.
as well? I'm not allowed to that
It's
information
Officer
as well?
Coates, C-O-A-T-E-S, and I'm Sergeant Hall, and that's all we can share with you. I got blood on my hands.
Oh,
Here.
from my baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a little sweaty, but yeah. So again, I asked him permission to explain to you what's going on, and he denied it. So I can't tell you anything about an adult man's personal life. I understand that you're his mom and that you want to know, but he denied me telling you that. So what we can tell you at this time is what you already know.
864-315-0632. I have a sergeant.
0632.
I have a sergeant supposed to be calling
That's
me.
G.
What's your name on
I got the message when I was on my way here. I haven't reviewed any of the footage yet, but I can't. I'm telling you now, I can't release any of the information to you because he's an adult. So I can't tell
Well,
you.
I mean, he have the right to tell you that you can release that information to me.
He denied it.
He didn't deny that.
I
He
asked him
told-
over there if I could talk to you, and his exact words were, "I'm talking to her. You don't need to." So until he says that I can tell you, I can't tell you. But it's up to him. He can explain it all to you. No problem.
Okay, well, go ask him if you can
I've
tell it to
asked him several times, and he's not being very compliant at all. So we're gonna get out
because
of here.
he's upset.
I understand that. I do.
If you was walking across this parking lot and a black officer called you, you didn't really hear him, and then he put the little bells on
Respectfully,
you.
you weren't here, so you don't know what happened. Okay.
Excuse me, they were.
That's fine.
And they seen
But you
everything.
weren't, right? So
They seen everything.
And I have
She
to
just
review
told me
everything.
everything. Okay.
Okay.
I want my attorney there when you review that footage. Do not review that footage without my
That's
attorney
not how
being
it works.
present. Well, without his attorney
Okay,
being
that's
present.
not how it works. It's
Why
an
it's not?
administrative report for use of force. It can be FOIA'd, so your attorney can FOIA the information. They can get all the report. Okay.
I don't like y'all viewing it without having an attorney
It's all going to
present
be on
because
camera. It's an administrative report on our end. It has nothing to do with legality. It's just an administrative report for a supervisor to review Officer Coates' use of force. So we can make sure that everything looks good.
when y'all find out that he did absolutely
So we can make sure everything looked good.
nothing wrong, what they gonna do about that?
If there's something that needs to be addressed, then it's addressed. It'll channel through basically a chain of command. That's how a use of force report works. I fill it out, it goes to a lieutenant. From the lieutenant level, it goes up to a captain. And from there, if it needs to, it gets sent to internal affairs. That's how the process works.
You know, we investigated ourselves and found ourselves not guilty.
But all that information is subject to FOIA. So if you have an attorney, they'll understand exactly what that means. They can file a FOIA request and get all that info. Okay? Any other questions for me?
I don't. I appreciate
Okay.
you talking with me.
Yes, ma'am. What was your name? I'm sorry.
I'm Nita Mosley.
Miss Mosley? Okay, Miss Mosley. I appreciate you. I know you're worried about your son. I would be
Yeah,
happy to...
because he's a good boy. He's
Yeah.
a good boy.
And I'm not-
And they kill boys like him on the regular, and it just hurts me to my heart. Because he over here seeing his baby mom. He worked every day for me, and he works here part-time. Because they building me a house over in Taylor's. And so I hired him so he could learn a skill
Learning a skill,
and start
have a
his
job,
own
helping you
business.
too. Yeah,
Yes.
I get it. I get that, and we appreciate that. So, and again, I can't speak to everything because I have not reviewed the camera yet,
Okay.
right? So I'm not saying one way or the other, who's right, who's wrong, exactly what happened. I saw a very short portion of it
Right.
before I got here, and then I pulled up. The message that you wanted a phone call came through as I was coming down the street right here. So I'm telling you now, everything I can tell you,
Right.
I have told you up to this point. Okay, so I won't have a reason to call you later because I can't release any other information different than what I'm telling you right now.
But what if you go through the information and figure out he did nothing wrong? Can you at least call me to come get him?
Oh, he'll have every opportunity to call you at the jail. Okay? He'll have all the opportunity, especially now he did give us his name and his date of birth. He did comply with that eventually, okay?
Yeah.
So now, and like I explained to him, you know, it's nothing for us to put on a piece of paper that we need a fingerprint roll, right? But for
Right.
him, that means this much more time that he's got to sit there and wait. It's that much more time that you got to sit here and wait and wonder, right?
Okay.
So I explained that to him, and he made the decision to go ahead and tell us who he is. So that's going to take less time for him to get processed and booked, okay?
Yes.
Okay? We appreciate you coming out. We got a lot of people that don't care what's going on with their family members. So the fact that you're here shows you care. We do appreciate it.
And
okay?
you got a lot of more family members that know him over there that also know that he's a good young man.
This officer right here looks like a reptilian.
We appreciate you, okay?
All right.
I'm going to go. Try to stay cool out here.
Yeah, it's really
White.
hot.
All right, y'all. So that's the end of that video. Just a clear-cut case of racial profiling. They clearly did not have the description of this man. A man with red clothing, with white and blue on it, with a black hat. Like, there's no way that he fit the description. So the fact that they heard that there was some kind of domestic dispute in the area and just stopped the first black person they seen without having any identifying marks or any identifying factors that was this person, and then they stop him, tase him for not, I guess, complying because he didn't have to answer any of their questions. They have no probable cause. He is not a part of their investigation, and so he's not required to give them anything. And the fact that they didn't find the person that they were actually looking for, they needed to bring somebody in. They needed to produce something for the day to collect revenue for the city. So they just take him in anyways, even though he wasn't the person that they were looking for, which means that there was more time out there that the actual person who committed the domestic or who was in the domestic dispute had more time to get away, because now they're spending all this time with this guy. They have all these officers out there using up all the resources, using up time, using up the money and energy just to detain somebody and arrest somebody who wasn't even actually the suspect. So anyways, let me know what y'all think about this interaction in the comments. Thank y'all for checking out today's video. Check out another one if you have the time. I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.